Get your official Doxby Films merchandise only at doxbyfilms.etsy.com. doxbyfilms.etsy.com. Shop now and support what we do. Or join us on Patreon to get early access, uncensored content, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, and more. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. You can also send us a tip with a message, and we'll read it out loud and respond to it on the Doxbywood podcast. Tip us at buymeacoffee.com/DoxbyFilms or on Cash App at DoxbyFilms1.
Indianapolis Comic-Con was a fucking blast. Now get ready for the Doxbywood podcast.
Woo! I am Faustian Brandon. This is Freudian Vigo.
Oh, God. Mama's milk.
Calling back to a previous conversation that we had before we started, recording this podcast.
So you have no context.
So you people will never know what we're talking about. But it is time, and I want to get this out of the way first and foremost, to announce the winner of the mystery merch box drawing from Indiana Comic Con.
I don't know if you can hear it, but we got all the tickets from Comic-Con in my cowboy hat.
Swirl the numbers. Pick a number.
I have a ticket. Do you want me to draw it?
Yes.
Shall I do the honors?
Yeah, read the number, then the name.
Our winner of the mystery merch bundle from Comic-Con is 762003 Donald H. Donald H.
What was the number again?
762003 Donald H.
Donald H?
Yeah.
Okay. Donald H. Okay. Get a hold of us. Contact info@doxbyfilms.com and send us your address. Send us a picture of the winning ticket so that we know it's actually you. And we will mail our mystery merch box to you. And you'll get a big bundle of merch, and it'll be a big surprise.
Send us your mother's maiden name, the name of your first pet, the street you grew up on, your social security number, and credit card information to prove that it's really you.
Yeah. No, we just need the picture of the ticket and your mailing address. So congratulations, Donald H. You'll be getting a one-of-a-kind merch box.
One-of-a-box merch kind. We met like 6,000 people.
Yeah.
And I'm bad with names.
Yeah. We didn't have 6,000 entries, folks, but we did meet like 6,000 people. We met Cal Dodd.
I'm so bad with names, I had to keep changing my stage name because I couldn't remember it.
We met Cal Dodd and Rob Weedhoff.
Yeah, Rob Weedhoff, which was fucking surreal for me because Rob Weedhoff was like the guy who made me want to get into like voice acting and acting. So it was kind of like a full circle moment to get to meet him.
I mean, meeting Cal Dodd for me sort of was too. Cal Dodd played Slappy in Goosebumps, for those who don't know. He's, I guess, best known as the voice of Wolverine, and he has been since like the 90s. But he's currently doing the voice of Wolverine in that X-Men 97 series they've got going on right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, meeting him was a very full circle sort of thing because we were there to promote and sell our anthology horror film. Mm-hmm. Well, Goosebumps is what got me into anthology horror. I'm going to turn the fucking AC off.
Speaking of things that come full circle.
Wait, speaking of what?
Talking about things that came full circle, I'll tell you something that isn't able to go full circle, and that's Cal Dodd's pulled groin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel sorry for you, Cal Dodd. Yeah, I went up and talked to Cal Dodd, and it turns out he had a pulled groin. So I get up to him. He's like leaning on me to take a picture, and he's like, I can barely fucking stand. And I'm like, you all right, man? He's like, Yeah, I pulled my fucking groin. The fucking pain meds are wearing off.
I mean, it makes
He was a nice guy, so I mean, I'm not trying to talk bad, like make him sound bad by saying that. Like I thought it was
voiceable.
hilarious,
I mean,
but not that he was in pain. But
he kept popping out in random places, and now that I know he was up there on like Oxys or something, it makes so much sense now.
yeah, he put on a whole concert for nobody.
For us.
Yeah, for us. But I mean, like by then the main crowd had cleared out. He didn't have a line by then. It was the end of the day. He just starts, and he's got some pipes on him. Starts singing.
Yeah, he was swinging his pipe. Yeah, no. And for those of you that did not come to Comic Con and did not know, our booth was right by like the voice actors section of Celebrity Row. So like right directly in front of our booth was Cal Dodd.
Yeah, directly. And then
caddy corner was Rob Weedoff. And then caddy corner the opposite direction was a bunch of dudes I don't know.
Jody Benson was down that way.
Speaking of dudes I don't know,
oh god,
I harassed Anthony Michael Hall.
I was about to say we need to talk about that now.
Yeah. All of Saturday, I was doing a Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. And if you can't tell by the way my voice sounds right now, I will not be doing it because it gave me like Stone Cold laryngitis, I think. So there's a bunch of dudes that were walking around in like suits and like fancy clothes that weren't famous. They were just guys. One of which looked like Conan O'Brien. And so I just figured it was one of those guys who we had nicknamed John Con. So I see this guy coming, and in my Stone Cold impression, I was all like, those shoes look comfy. What? And, Anthony Michael Hall like giggled and walked on. And then Elizabeth's all like, that was Anthony Michael Hall. And for some reason, when she said that to me, I thought she was saying it was John C. Reilly. And I'm like, no, it's not.
What if we were all like Vigo? That was John C. Reilly. Like we just do it to with you.
And then I find out the whole time you're saying it was Chauncey Riley.
Yeah.
A guy that nobody knows about, Chauncey Riley.
Who's that?
Nobody.
Oh, I thought you said you said a guy nobody knows about. Like it's like some obscure.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
shit.
You weren't saying John C. You're saying Chauncey, and it was just like some guy I don't know about, but you people do.
It's like, dude, that was Bill Murray. That wasn't Bill Murray. No, the band Bill Murray.
I would know that. I also talked to Kellen Lutz about his shoes because he was wearing some short shaft cowboy boots. I thought,
was he the guy from Twilight?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have recognized him either.
I was like, "Yo, what brand are those boots?" And then our booth neighbor was all like, "He's from Twilight." I was like, "What? What?" I was like, I need to stop talking to people about their shoes. They're gonna be famous every time.
Yeah, or you need to just start talking to everybody about their shoes because 2 in 10 of those people, I guess, are going to be famous.
Yeah. If you, here's a life hack for the people at home. If you want to meet a celebrity, harass random people you've never seen before about their shoes.
While doing a Stone Cold Steve Austin impression.
What if I did that and then I looked up and it was Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know what would happen next.
We'd kiss.
He'd be like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was super surreal. We saw a lot of people, a lot of super cool cosplays. Brayton got to beat the log lady from Twin Peaks. A cosplay, not the actress.
Rest in peace, log lady, the actress, not the cosplayer.
Rest in peace, Freudian log.
Freudian log.
The Faustian lady, Freudian log. It's my favorite Fall Out Boy song. Which is funny, we stayed at like a fucking surrealist Airbnb. That's another big one.
Yeah, it was a kind of a strange Airbnb. I mean, it was mostly normal on the first floor, and I don't have any complaints. I'm not complaining or
Oh,
anything.
it was
It
a
was nice.
fantastic Airbnb.
Yeah,
Absolutely, like a great guy running that. We love him. We hope to stay there again. But first floor, you come in and like it's painted this like blue color that feels very like beach themed, even though it's in like downtown Indy. But you go in downstairs is like relatively normal, except for like the floor, the living room, and the floor of the kitchen are at like a 2.5 inch difference.
yeah,
uh, you go to the bedroom I was in, which faces the front door, and it's just like a bedroom. All of the wall art is just the color blue. You go around the living room and island, which the living room looked like the set of a casting couch porno. And it did. The way it was laid out looked like a casting
yeah.
couch, which I enjoyed that. It was very nostalgic. Um, the downstairs bathroom was really nice. Had a bidet on the toilet, and that intimidated me. You go into Brandon's bedroom, and there was just like random travel themed art and a clock with no numbers. It was just marble. Then you go upstairs and you walk in immediately to a connected bedroom bathroom where there's the only double bed where Elizabeth and Kelton stayed, and next to that is like two chairs so you and a friend can sit there like the hecklers from the Muppets, and you know uh, in the fucking cuck critique chairs. And then you go through the bathroom, and there's this like triangle, like I don't want to call it a room. It's like a triangle of space with a bed in it.
Yeah, it's like still the bathroom. It's not like a different room. It's
Yeah,
like you walk through a damn triangle
and
that
then
I have to duck my head to get through. So I
yeah,
know you did.
I would have had to crawl on my hands and
Yeah,
knees.
and there's a bed in there.
And then you look to your left, and there's a window that's like inset.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to your right, there's like another room with like a weird, like 4 foot deep, like hallway to nothing inside
Yeah.
of it. It was super interesting.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
like the further you get into the house, it just turns into House of Leaves. My travel theme room had a barbershop cuck chair.
oh yeah, it did. My room was the only one that didn't have a cuck chair.
Mm-hmm.
Had a cuck bed, but
Cal Dodd was sleeping in the basement. We found
yeah,
out.
we're pretty sure that the reason the basement was locked from the outside is because Cal Dodd was down there. Um, my closet door was like a barn door. It was on a roller, and inside of the closet was like a fold out like director's chair with no back. I used that to sit my bag on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But we didn't even get into the main exciting thing about Comic Con yet. I mean, we sold out of DVDs.
Well, yeah, I wanted to save like the cool shit a little later. I thought we just talked about the peculiar shit first. Give
Well,
people
yeah,
like a.
but we did sell out of DVDs
We did sell out of DVDs.
on day 2, the 3-day con.
I think in my mind we doubled what I thought we were going to make money wise in general.
Yeah, we did well.
We did incredibly well, all considering, because we were like a bit of a one off thing there. There was nobody else just like there, like we're small time fucking idiots. Buy our movie. Um, but we had the ultimate thing. Here's a tip of the trade for anybody looking to get into what we do. Sit behind a CRTV, because then everybody and their fucking uncle will come stand around your booth and go, "Oh look, that's a movie on TV."
One girl came up and rubbed her face on it.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that just like walked by and go, "Yeah, kids, that's what TVs looked like when I was 13 and 14."
There was that one parent that was like, "Don't look, they have scary stuff on the TV."
Oh yeah, he worded it really weird. He was all like, "Come over here. They're playing scary images." Was what he said.
They're playing scary images.
Yeah, dude. And I'm all like, "That's." Can we get that guy to review the DVD so on the re-release we can do like, there's like quotes on the DVD reviews, random Comic-Con dad scary images.
Warning contains scary images.
Warning contains.
It's like at the beginning of a survival horror game where they say, this game contains images that may be violent or disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. It's that, but it's just, this film contains scary images.
This film.
Imagine you get a horror film and the first thing it says, warning, this film contains scary images.
Viewer discretion is advised. This film is willy scary. This movie contain actually really scary stuff. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to scare people in film. Like, I don't. It's not something that I like try to do or want to try to do. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like, if
know.
I could just make a film that is a vibe, even if it's an uncanny, unsettling vibe,
Like,
it's still a vibe.
I don't know. Have you ever been scared by a movie? Have you ever watched a movie? You're like, ah.
Hereditary really scared me.
Yeah, that movie scared me too. It was so fucking ass that it scared me. Because I'm like, people like this. This is horrible for the state of film. I'm horrified for society's sake. Piece of fucking shit, that movie.
No, it's a great horror progression. It's a great, imagine a progressive album, but it's a progressive movie. It's a progressive horror movie.
Progressive horror movie. That's where the ghost in your house is trans. That's like what Tucker Carlson's scared of. Imagine a movie.
Progresso horror.
Imagine a movie, then you're watching it, and suddenly there's a ghost in this movie, and you go, oh wow, what's this ghost's problem? Oh, to no surprise, the ghost is a liberal transsexual ghost. What if I told you the demon in your TV is gender fluid?
Hey, look at this pic. Just this lady. Just
imagine, if you will, your dad gifts you a scary ventriloquist doll named Slappy, and you find out he voted for AOC. What now?
You sound like if Rob Serling was Jerry Seinfeld.
That's the scariest part about it. You sound like if Rod Serling was a pedophile.
Did I say? I said Rob Serling, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like Rob Schneider.
You sound like if Rob Schneider was Dan Schneider. Imagine, if you will, that your aunt has monster ooze in her basement, and that ooze turns you into a liberal, and you vote for Bernie Sanders.
So I googled Progresso horror just to see what would come up, and this is the AI Google answer, right? The most prominent Progresso horror connection is the renowned Toluca Ranch haunted house in Progresso, Texas, famously called Wrong Turn. Operating seasonally during the fall, this intense 22-minute immersive walkthrough utilizes a historic 1890s cattle ranch to deliver extreme scares in the Rio Grande Valley. So we need to go to Toluca Ranch with Tucker Carlson. Tucker, are you listening? We're going to Toluca Ranch. We're going to the Wrong Turn.
You looked up Progresso horror, not progressive?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
that's I was gonna say that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Imagine there's a ghost in your house, but it's a can of beef and noodles. The scariest, I mean, Progresso is horror. Have you seen how expensive that shit is? No, fucking Hereditary blows nuts. No, I'll die on
I
that
like
hill.
Progresso.
It's that scene where his sister is having an allergic reaction, gets her fucking head knocked the fuck off. It's a CRTV and not a street sign.
Dude, I will say that I started laughing during that movie. It was unintentionally hilarious when the mom like kept crying because like it was like after the daughter died or whatever, and then like it shows the mom crying, and then it cuts to another scene, the mom's still crying. Cuts to another scene, the mom's still crying. Cuts to another scene, the mom's still crying. It's like a comedy montage. You know what I mean? Like unintentionally.
Yeah.
That's how it read.
My favorite scene in that movie that made me laugh my ass off, outside of like the cult scene with the little girl's head, that scene was just laid out fucking hilariously. But the funniest part of that movie was the son smashing his fucking face into the desk. That shit had me laughing my ass off. I was
In the school. I forgot
yeah,
about all that.
that shit was fun. That's how I feel watching that movie. Comic-Con, dude, it's super fucking weird because it's like a place where you can. Well, you were saying when we were there, it's like being in like IRL VR chat,
Yeah.
but it's also
Yeah,
just like
because I was in the bathroom taking a piss and I look over, the Mandalorian just walks in. I'm like, oh,
yeah, he's in
this
there.
is just casual.
He's in there milking his Grogu.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, it was definitely it's definitely weird because it's like a whole new environment. It's like we were there doing a job, and it's the only time you can do a job and still be like, for lack of a better term, a total fucking freak while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking the He-Man and the Castle Pittsburgh.
The what?
He-Man and the Castle Pittsburgh.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
He-Man. That's another thing we need to talk about. Why do people keep putting Jared Leto in movies when people don't like Jared Leto?
Hopeful redemption.
What do you mean, hopeful redemption?
I think they hope that if they put him in the movie, they'll be like, "Oh, I liked him as Skeletor."
Oh. The old He-Man movie, and I didn't know this until recently, but it was Frank Langella who played Skeletor. And
Who?
he's a famous Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he played Dracula in
That's your
1979.
territory.
Not that that's all he's known for. I mean, he is, but yeah, I didn't know that he played Skeletor because that's like such a It doesn't seem like him under the makeup, and it doesn't act like him. You know what I mean? What are you doing with your hand? She's my mother's sister's girl.
What? I don't know, dude. My the way that I was when I was at work, dude, I like hit my fucking funny bone weird. And then when I was sitting here, I like rolled my elbow and my nerve started tingling, so I put my hand up here to like make it stop.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
I've developed like cubit tunnel or some shit.
What? Cubit tunnel?
I forget. Cubis tunnel?
Carpal tunnel?
Carpal tunnel's in your wrist. There's one that's like in your elbow, and it's got a different name.
Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck is that? Cubital tunnel.
Cubital tunnel.
Yeah, cubital tunnel syndrome. It's like carpal tunnel in your elbow.
CTS. Watch out for that one, folks.
CTE.
I'm gonna have to keep my distance from Vigo so I don't catch that CTS from him.
Yeah, I've got to keep my distance from the movie Hereditary so I don't give myself CTE.
What's CTE?
It's it's a degenerative brain disease caused by too many fucking blows to the head. And watching that movie makes me want to fucking kiss my own forehead with a sledgehammer.
I was thinking about Midsummer the other day, and Midsummer's really fucking bad.
I was actually talking to my old lady last night in bed about Midsummer, which, boy oh boy, does a guy who co-hosts a film podcast have great pillow talk. You know, uh, it's all like, hey, really glad we got to mutually bust one. Let's talk about Robert Eggers and shit. And she was talking about how she likes Midsummer. And I was actually showing her the first episode of the podcast. And she was all like, oh, I thought Midsummer was a lot better than Hereditary. I don't like Hereditary. And then right at that point, you said Midsummer is the Wicker Man for white girls that drink White Claw. And I was like, you've been called out. But, she likes that movie. I do not.
I mean, I didn't mind it for a while. But now the more I think about it, I'm like, man, the ending of that is kind of bad. Because like it treats the whole thing like it's supposed to be her victory, but it's like uh they were manipulated by this cult and he was drugged and like sexually assaulted, essentially, the boyfriend was. And she sees that and she's like, oh, he cheated on me, it set him on fire. And like that's supposed to be her big victory, is burning this guy who was a victim of an assault.
No comment on real world. Time for a funny joke. Funny joke loading. Yeah, man. I don't like Midsteen Island either. But you know what film does horror better? The Menu. Similar ending.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I love The Menu.
The Menu was really really good.
And it's got the dude there in it. I forgot his fucking name. He was in the Bone Temple. I love the Bone Temple. Could have done with less ginormous zombie cock, but I love the Bone Temple.
Are you talking about like Ralph Fiennes or whatever his name is that
Yes.
played Voldemort?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Bone Temple.
Oh, it's really good. I mean, what it loses points for giant zombie cock, it makes up in points for returned usage of Duran Duran songs. Fucking love Duran Duran, man.
Duran Duran's good.
One of the greatest bassists of all time, in my personal opinion.
What else happened at Comic-Con that we're not thinking of? Actually, I mean, not even just Comic-Con, but the whole Comic-Con weekend. We hated it that bar and grill where you had to have a code to get in.
Oh yeah, the vault where you had to have a password to get in, and everything was dead gangsta themed because it was like a hideout of John Dillinger's or some shit. Then we also ate at Toppers. I got some Toppers last night for certain.
Oh, you went back to Indy?
Yeah, no. Never left the bedroom. Yeah, since the
Man, that's
last.
crazy. Your woman went and got a pizza from Indianapolis and brought it all the way back to your ass.
Yeah, and then she sucked my dick.
Damn.
Fucking.
But no, Toppers was pretty good pizza.
I like the mushrooms.
I liked the crust. And I like the crust and the mushrooms. The mushrooms were really good.
The crust was my least favorite part. Why are you casting a spell on me while you say that? That was Faustian Brandon, dude, is fucking horrifying. Oh,
I'm being that one guy from Young Frankenstein. Frankenstein. I'm being the dude with the arm that he's got it's a fake arm and he's throwing darts with it with his real arm.
I don't know. I thought that was more like Strange Love. You know, that guy has to find his arm. But yeah. If God were a villain, he'd be me.
Weren't we just talking about that?
Faust?
Yeah.
You opened up the podcast. Comic-Con was insane. Is it bad that like it was like so much, so quick, so fast that it just kind of feels like a blur? Like I don't even know what highlights to talk about. We watched Goosebumps.
We did in celebration of Cal Dodd.
Which I noticed something I had never noticed prior.
What's that?
That in Night of the Living Dummy, it's like a family of 5, but yet their family vehicle is like a 1998 two-door 5.0 Mustang.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious. And we've determined that the reason that he forced his kids to compete in the talent show was to decide who got the Mustang when he blew his shit smooth off in the shower.
Did you say in Goosebumps someone blew their own shit off in the shower?
No. That was the joke that we made. The reason that the dad, who looked like the Trinity Killer from Dexter, was making his kids compete in a talent show against each other was so when he decided to finally blow his shit smooth the fuck off in the shower, he knew what kid inherited the 5.0 two-door Mustang.
I don't remember this being said. I was watching the episode, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we were all joking about, the 4 of us.
Well, I'll take your word for it, but I don't remember that.
This fucking guy.
But some like good things about short-term memory loss. I feel like I'm hearing the joke for the first time again.
Good thing I was short-term memory lost. I was just thinking of a good thing about short-term memory loss.
I was too, but I forget what it is.
I was just thinking about the good thing about short-term memory loss.
No, folks, your podcast is not glitching right now.
We're doing a podcast.
Well, I have headphones on this time, and I normally don't. So, like right now, it is kind of just like I'm listening to one of our podcasts.
Oh, now I can just give you like some in-person ASMR and just like. The good thing about short-term memory loss.
You remember that episode of SpongeBob where what I learned in boating school is?
Yeah.
What instead of that, it's the good thing about short-term memory loss is. The good thing about short-term memory loss is.
What, you walk in on the hospice nurse yelling at your dementia-ridden grandmother? She's like, I don't know. The best thing about dementia is
blankety, blankety, blank.
Fucking shit, this got dark.
I just realized that was actually an answer. The best thing about dementia is blankety, blankety, blank.
Yeah. I love the caretaker. Speaking of, fuck it, I'm going to do this now because I've never said this publicly and I'm going to. Fuck the caretaker. Holy shit. Fuck caretaker. That shit pisses me off so much. Oh my god! He made an album simulating dementia! He made a bunch of unfinished music with nothing but samples, and we're supposed to think that he's a damn artist about it? Oh, here's my fucking painting that represents dementia. I only finished fucking half of it and forgot to do the rest. Fucking parade me. Shut the fuck up, caretaker. You gotta take care to make real music, dickweed.
Look,
This is my new art piece called Huh?
I don't go out of my way to listen to Caretaker.
Well, can hope not.
I could take it or leave it, but my problem with Caretaker isn't even the like Caretaker himself. My problem is the like the fan base. You know what I mean? That it's like they discover it, and then they're like, "Oh, can you believe it? There's an album that simulates dementia, and it's weird. It's this weird liminal album, and it's ambient, and it's weird." And it's like, we've known about this for years, dude.
It's disturbing. This album is actually really disturbing.
It's one of those things that it's like not quite mainstream, but mainstream enough that like every time somebody says, "Guys, have you heard this?" and they post it in some kind of a like liminal space Reddit thread or some dumb shit, everyone's like, yeah, we know it's there. We know about this.
Have you seen like the like weird core like liminal space like collages on like Instagram and shit where they play that one Caretaker song in the background? There's always some fucking cock nozzle going, "Do you guys even know that this 20 audio is actually from a really disturbing album that simulates dementia?" And it's
Yeah,
like,
but
dude,
it's always the like the end of the album where it goes from empty to like there's a little bit of music, you know, because
yeah.
that's supposed to represent like
Also,
a
like
memory coming, like
that
a
like
glimpse of a memory
that
coming
like
back.
horn section
Yeah,
sample.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't
But it's
know.
that's like the most disturbing part of the album, but it's the part of the album everybody knows because everybody uses that
It's the only
in
part
their
of the album
TikToks
that's
and
music. Yeah, I don't know. I wish the people that are so like hopped up about that would go fucking hit themselves until they simulate dementia. Um,
yeah. Or watch Doxby films.
yeah. Watch Doxby film. Watch. You should watch Doxby films. I just remembered. Isn't that disturbing? Again, I don't know, dude. It's so fucking stupid. It's so disturbing. Could you imagine if people act that way? You remember back on like Facebook in like 2017, they'd post those fucking pictures where it's like name 5 things in this picture and it's like incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those pictures that are like designed to simulate a stroke. Imagine if everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is disturbing fine art. I'm simulating a stroke." Yeah, I'm
Yeah, but wasn't that
stroking my shit to a simulation. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, but wasn't that like computer generated?
I don't know. I think it was like I think somebody just took a picture of like a hoarder's fucking bathroom and did the fucking blur tool in Photoshop until you couldn't tell what anything was.
I thought it was like AI because you know, like early AI
I
was
thought it
kind
was
of
like pre-AI. Because I remember seeing that shit in like high school. There was not AI when we were like.
no, not like generative AI and all that.
Yeah, I've got degenerative AI. My joints are falling apart and it's turning into fucking Peter Thiel's nuts or whatever the degenerative AI. I've got degenerative AI disc disorder. My back is turning into a data center.
You better be careful. Someone's gonna come and set your back on fire.
Dude, if my back was an AI data center, I'd beat him to it. The last thing I need is for my spine to straighten out and start, like, I don't know, needing a lot of water. And
Vigo just becomes Doc Ock.
Doc Op and AI.
But it's just one flaccid robotic tentacle that doesn't work.
Spider-Man, it's me, Alfred Muller, Open AI. I've got 8 arms of AI generative bullshit on my back. Look at this, Spider-Man. And then he just generates a picture of Spider-Man getting raw dogged by Doctor Doom. And Spider-Man's like, "No! Stop! You're using all of New York's clean water supply."
Slappy?
And
Slappy man?
And Alfred Malopin AI just keeps generating images of Spider-Man getting butt
until New York has a drought and Spider-Man commits suicide. That's the 2026 Spider-Man.
Wouldn't Jameson be the one generating pictures of Spider-Man, though? Because he's the one
Probably.
who always demands them.
No, Jay, stop. Stop creating pictures of Spider-Man. I'll take them for you, I promise.
And he's
What
all
if
like,
J. Jonah Jameson just has
Oh.
the hots for Spider-Man? Like, he takes the pictures. This sucks, Parker. He takes it from him and, like, goes back into the back and just goons the fucking pictures of Spider-Man for 8 hours.
I don't know, dude. Could you imagine like the opposite, like a modern day Spider-Man where he like texts the pictures to Jay and he accidentally sends him like a dick pic he took in the Spider-Man mask, and then Jay's like, "What the? You serious? You serious? Spider-Man's only got 7 inches. You shoot webs out of that thing? What? Fucking Stone Cold Spider-Man. Your friendly neighborhood. What? You know, I don't know. Kind of at Comic-Con, our booth neighbor was like, "So what's your guys' podcast about?" Which is a Herculean fucking task to pin down what the fuck our podcast is about. I was like, well, you see, me and Brandon will start a conversation about one thing and it'll just splinter into fucking malarkey for hours. I was like, so our podcast is just us doing that with microphones.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to pin it down.
Yeah, I mean, we do start off with the
With the topic,
kind of, yeah.
sometimes.
Like, today we started off with announcing that Donald H. is the winner.
Yeah. Donald Hump.
I really hope that's not his last name.
Dude, I hope it is. If you're Donald H and the H stands for hump, you'll get a mystery merch bundle and invited to the town in which we operate to be shot a bunch of super PAC videos, and we will pay for your fee to run for president. Could you imagine Donald Hump versus Donald Trump 2028?
We do need Donald H's full last name though, so we can send the package, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was. So Donald H. As long as your name is not Donald Hump,
As long as it is.
whenever you email us, just be sure to include your first and last name and your mailing address, so we know.
Give us all the shit that you would put into an Amazon order, except for your payment information, unless you want to be generous.
Well, at that point, just tip us on Cash App or buy me a coffee.
Don't buy this guy a coffee. He gets the jitters.
Do not get the jitters.
You said that so sincerely for a very obvious joke. I don't get the jitters.
Yeah, because coffee's like my thing. I mean,
I know
me getting hyped
Dale
up on
Cooper.
coffee would be like
me getting hopped up on cocaine. We should have named our podcast Cocaine and Coffee, and it's just you drink 8 cups and I do 8 lines and we try to hold a conversation. Sounds like a fucking Cecilia Condit script.
I mean, I'm down to go 8 cups of coffee deep. And I don't care.
Let me call some people. We got confused. I drank 8 cups of coffee and Brandon did 8 lines of cocaine. Brandon's running for Senate and I have diarrhea. You know what? Because we're talking about coffee and shit being cursed. I'm going to tell everyone my coffee order that I once made a barista gag when I ordered it. Americano, 6 shots, Sparkling water. That's been my coffee order for years.
Yeah.
I tried it one time just to see what carbonated coffee would be like, and I stuck with it. Iced Americano, 6 shots, sparkling water.
I don't think I could do it. Carbonated coffee. That sounds like a band name.
Dude, that's missed opportunity.
Oh, yeah. She likes my Spider-Man poster.
She likes my Spider-Man poster. It really turns her on. She's always staring at it.
Because I sent her a picture of us sitting here, and she's like, nice headphones. You trying to compensate for something?
What do you mean you took a picture of us sitting here? You and Spider-Man?
Me.
Yeah.
I took a picture of me while we are sitting here. Yeah, me and Spider-Man.
Yeah, the only us that matters. You and Spider-Man. I want to start my own fucking podcast with the Green Goblin. You, dude. Sending bitches fucking pictures of you and Spider-Man.
Willem the Podcast.
Let's be real. You should be sending bitches pictures of the two of us so they find you even more attractive.
No, I sent her a picture of me, and the Spider-Man happened to be in the background. I can't help where that motherfucker's swinging. Can you imagine living in New York? I mean, every now and then.
At the nudist beach.
Every now and then, what? Can you imagine
I can't
living
help
in New York?
No, I can't help where that thing's swinging. Look at it.
Can you imagine being in New York in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or the Marvel? Fuck the MCU. In Marvel comics in general, like there's always some shit going on. It's always in New York. It's always in Manhattan.
Yeah, but like that's also just like the equivalent of living in Indianapolis. I think there's always just shit going on. It's like you wake up one day and half the road's torn down, and a dude just got killed in the parking garage.
Yeah, but you don't go there and you just see a giant sky beam.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised if you did.
I wouldn't either, but it hasn't happened yet.
We saw a random rooftop party that we weren't invited to. Still offended.
Yeah, but that's pretty normal. For us to not be invited to parties.
Well, they're all like, the short, hot one can come in, but leave the big guy with the gun outside. I'm like, huh? The guy's really cramping our vibe.
Don't worry, Vigo. I'll sneak you in. Just hide in my pocket.
I fucking shrink down like Ant-Man.
Blues could do. We can do.
But my gun stays the same size.
Blues could do. V can too.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's the noise you're going to make when you shrink.
Yeah. Fucking go through. There's a dude.
Like, imagine, like, you shrink, you're hiding in my pockets, and, like, I pissed you off, so you just start punching me in the nuts.
This is...
Tiny Vigo just...
I hope you know this is, like, somebody's, like, fetish fan fiction they're writing right now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we don't have a lot of fans. I hope you know, like, as a duo, we're fucking doomed. Like, I hope you understand. It doesn't fucking matter who you are. If you're a duo and you get popular, some 19-year-old lonely woman is going to write a fucking fan fiction about the two of us being gay in due time. That sound was Brandon Townsend throwing himself down the stairs. Like, it's inevitable. One of these days, we're going to get popular, and you're going to, like, load it up, look us up on Google. You're going to see a fucking Wattpad entry called fucking... There's going to be, like, 5 of them that's going to be all, like, your name, X Brandon Townsend. And it's going to be a romance novel, a POV about getting fucked by Brandon Townsend. And then there's going to be 3 that are all like, Brandon and Vigo finally released the tension. And it's just going to be about us fucking. And I already know, because I'm the big one. It's just going to be entirely about you dominating me. And I'm not ready for that. That's going to be open on my computer the day that I hang myself. I'd also have to be in like a bank or something to have a ceiling high enough to hang myself from a fucking toe chain.
A bank?
Yeah. that, was
A bank.
that was the tallest ceiling building I could think of off the top of my head.
Damn.
I'm not going to do it at church.
You could do it at like Walmart.
Dude, I hate the fact that you fucking laugh silently. It pisses me off so bad because there's so many podcasts I make a joke and I knew you were laughing, but everybody just thinks you're unamused by
No,
it.
I'm trying not to, so it doesn't interfere with the audio.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like in the podcast, it just seems like I'm trying too hard to make a joke and you're just sitting there like a fucking knob. Everybody's like, man, why does Brandon put up with that guy? Which I'm sure is what they were thinking at Comic-Con as well, as I'm sitting on the floor wearing my cowboy hat upside down, holding DVDs.
Yeah, you sold 3 DVDs by sitting on the ground with 3 DVDs, one of them on your hat and the other 2
One
your
in each hand, yeah.
Yeah. And you were just giving her the old wax on, wax off.
Yeah, the weed on, weed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waving it around and
I was waving it around at Comic-Con.
yeah.
I was not.
And within like 3 minutes, someone came up and bought all 3 of those DVDs.
No,
Group of
somebody
people.
bought 2 of them, then another person came over and bought the last one before I had a chance to re-up.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's still pretty cool.
I was startled.
I was startled by how many people wanted us to sign them.
Yeah. No, fucking, it's one of those things. You could run Doxby Films by yourself. You definitely don't need me. But without me, who would do that?
Without Vigo, who else are they going to write erotic fiction about on Wattpad?
Literally any other like male co-host that you would have. Like if you were doing this with like Richard Gere, I don't know why that was the first man that came to my head was to replace me as your
Brandon
co-host.
X Richard.
Richard. Britches. Straighten up your britches.
Britches.
You and Jeff Bridges start a podcast called Britches. Doc's Britches.
Hey, Jeff Bridges, you're invited on the Doxbywood podcast if you somehow
To
hear
replace
this.
me.
No, not to replace Vigo.
To replace me, I decided.
I like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, so did Bill Clinton. Wasn't that her name?
Man, she wasn't that big.
It's your big news story.
I really don't remember what she looked like.
She looked like if Rachel Ray was like a roller derby lesbian.
Dude, look, if I were married to Hillary Clinton, I'd have to do something too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no way in hell.
I'd be doing Hillary Clinton.
I would have broke off with her. I would have broke the fuck up with her before she got to looking like that. Like,
Dude.
yeah, I'm goodbye, honey. I'll see you on the other side of the de-evolution fucking chamber.
The de-evolution chamber. Fuck you. You're getting sent to the de-evolution chamber.
That's what happened to Hillary Clinton.
Speaking of de-evolution.
I'm telling you, there's aging, and then there's just a de-evolution of humanity. That's Hillary Clinton.
Dude, speaking of de-evolution, my old lady made me watch the movie Primate. It's about a monkey. Fuck that movie. Movie's so fucking stupid.
What does the monkey do?
It gets rabies. It's also like a really bad like depiction of rabies, but I won't even bother explaining that. I'm not a fucking veterinarian. But yeah, the monkey starts killing people because he saw a pool. I think it's really fucking stupid. It's one of those horror movies I just can't get on with because I don't live in a headspace or a society or a culture where I couldn't stop the horror movie within the first 5 fucking minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the monkey's acting weird. And before the monkey even kills anybody, he's in the house like growling at people and acting fucking insane and trying to attack this woman and ooh-ah-ahing. I'd have shot it right the fuck there.
Yeah.
I would have got my 357 and turned that fucking monkey into pudding.
So what do they do? Wait until after it hurts somebody to be like, oh my God.
Yeah. It kills like 5 fucking people before they even do anything about the monkey. Because like after the monkey's acting crazy, one of the girls is all like, somebody needs to put that monkey down. They're like, you bitch, we love this monkey. And I'm like, I'd have shot the fucking monkey. That's how I feel about so many horror movies, like The Strangers. You know what I'd have done? Before they ever even made it into my house to kill me, I'd have fucking shot them. Like, oh, imminent danger law. You're on my property with sharp objects and you're wearing masks. I'm going to shoot you now, okay? Like
What's another one?
another horror movie?
Yeah, that like you could literally just solve in 5 minutes.
Literally any of them that aren't supernatural. Like, of course, like we can't cover like demons and otherworldly beings that don't die. Sure. But like fucking Scream. Just shoot them. Which I don't like to count Scream. Well, newer Screams are technically not what the old ones used to be. The first, they were parodies of horror movies until
Yeah.
right. What else? Fucking any film where it's an animal or a person. Just You're Next. I mean, that's one I like because she just starts killing them. And it's like about time. The Purge. Don't let the homeless guy in your house during the fucking purge.
Yeah.
Super simple. I wouldn't have let him in. Sorry. Fucking, it's all of that. It's like every horror movie that it's not a fucking ghost, otherworldly being, or demon. Just fucking shoot it. Primate, just fucking shoot it. You know, like all these ones where it's just like literally people. Just fucking shoot them. But you know, these are made by people that are in like a place where like not everybody has guns and they live in a society that isn't like ladle deep in guns. I grew up in a house where there was like guns, you know, in the doorway in my grandpa's bedroom, and I knew how to pull the bolt out of a rifle before I could read at a 3rd grade level. Like, I grew up with guns. I grew up around that sort of thing. So I just couldn't imagine a society where there isn't guns to where a monkey with rabies deserves a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, if me and you were right here and you had a fucking monkey and that monkey was at the doorway freaking the fuck out, I want to go, bah! No more monkey.
Yeah.
If we're sitting right here and a dude breaks in with a mask and a kitchen knife and he's standing there going, bah! No more intruder.
Man, we can think of like 5 people who would do that. Break in with a kitchen knife and a mask and just stand there and go, meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
Ego did this weird hip motion when he was recording that. So
Yeah. But like it's the same
yeah, I
thing.
would want that person to be shot for moving like that.
Yeah, if a person came in and was doing that, if they were doing the luau over here.
Yeah, if I invite somebody over and they come in and that's the first thing they do, bah!
Yeah. Like, you know, it's just one of those fucking things. I don't get it. I watched a horror movie a little while ago that was about like a normal dude who's like stalking and killing people. And they were all like, he's gonna bop. It's not that fucking hard.
What about like It Follows, man? I can't remember because I haven't seen it in a while. I liked It Follows, but could you kill that thing by
No.
shooting it? Okay,
No.
I don't remember.
It is a supernatural entity. It's
Yeah.
a supernatural metaphor.
Yeah.
But like, she is a woman, so she could just like go to the bar and be like, "Hey, baby," and then some guy would be like, "Oh yeah," like the Kool-Aid man. Then she just like gives him a quickie in the bar bathroom, and as he's leaving, the demon turns into LeBron James kills him or whatever it does.
LeBron James kills the Kool-Aid man.
LeBron,
Imagine that headline.
yeah, like, but it's one of those things, dude. I don't know. It's like really fucking stupid. Go pick a random prisoner to have a conjugal visit with, and they'll just go around butt raping everybody, and the monster will just be stuck walking around the prison forever. we finally figured it out.
Yeah.
Just go to a prison and be like, can I have a conjugal
you could just go
visit with
down through
literally
the offender registry, be like, okay, here's one.
But that's bad. It'll get passed on to kids.
But not everyone on the registry is a pedophile.
No, but still, there's a chance.
Yeah, but you see what they...
Could you imagine being a kid? You get hit by a fucking pedophile. You're in therapy, and then you get followed by a demon that looks like an old lady. That's like the worst wombo combo possible. Show me on the doll where the mean man touched you, and then next week show me where that one's trying to.
That's not a bad idea for a sequel to It Follows.
Yeah. And It Follows 2. The pedophile, It Follows 2. It also follows. The demon gets a demon that follows it.
But it's that guy from Creep.
The guy gets the demon, and it's like Alex Rosen or one of those fucking idiots. So he just rapes a pedophile and predator catchers, but they give you a fucking eldritch entity. Chris Hansen's all like, please take a walk. It's following. And yeah, dude, this is all these people that don't know us that are just going to be tuning into their first podcast to see who won. Please just see the winner and leave. Don't stick around for whatever the fuck this has been. Yeah, dude. We should really make a horror short film. I know we've already made 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But we should do a slasher where the whole thing is it follows like the slasher villain. It's got the same type of formulaic setup, but it's a short film because the moment he comes into the house, he just gets shot and killed.
We can do that.
He's just all like, we see this killer and he's like watching these like people that are having a house party, like an Airbnb. And, it's the same similar setup. And then a woman hears a sound upstairs. And then she goes up there and then he chases her down the stairs. And then she just fucking shoots him. She just shoots him 16 times in the chest with a Glock 17. And that's the end. The cops come there and they're like, oh, okay.
No, it's us, like, at Comic-Con. Not at Comic-Con, but at the Airbnb we stayed at for Comic-Con.
That would be a great idea for a Scream movie, because there's so many people doing a fucking Ghostface cosplay.
Yeah.
That'd be a horrible place to have a Scream movie, because which Ghostface is it?
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Just start fucking shooting everyone in cosplay. That's how they'd handle it in that movie. But the bitch shooting would be...
don't shoot until you see the black of their eyes.
Would be Monica from Friends.
I thought you were going to say Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky from Friends. She sucked off Ross in the Oval Office. But we were on a break. And the one where Ross gets the It Follows demon from Monica Lewinsky. That's my favorite episode of Friends. Monica Lewinsky gives the It Follows demon to Ross while him and Rachel are on a break. Meanwhile, Joey auditions to play the demon in It Follows. It's very meta. Meanwhile, Jerry Seinfeld fucks a 17-year-old.
Jesus.
No, he's not in that one. Meanwhile, the soup Nazi from Seinfeld commits Islamic jihad. Seinfeld for the modern age. We're going down to the soup jihadist. We're going down to the Burger Zionist.
Man, I could go for a burger.
Me too. Especially after our parody of American Beauty at the Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah. That movie's so... I went back after, like, the first thing I did when I got back was I went back and rewatched, like, part of that movie. Then I remembered that the whole plot of the movie is, like, he uses his wife cheating on him as an excuse to fuck his teenage daughter's friend.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever remember from that's the fucking burger scene. Welcome to Mr. Pedophile Burger. Oh, you're cheating on me? You don't get to tell me what to do anymore. I want to go teens. Wait
Yeah.
a minute. So hold on. I referenced it earlier. So in the Fall Out Boy song, American Beauty, American Psycho, he's all like, she's an American Beauty. I'm an American Psycho. And does that imply that he's like a delusional guy with fantasies of murder and she's underage? What does that mean? What are you implying?
I don't think they put enough thought into those lyrics.
Patrick
they're
Stump,
just
come on the
movies.
podcast and defend yourself. And grow your sideburns back out so we have 2 reasons to make fun of you.
Man, I don't want to deal with Patrick Stump.
Pete Wentz, come on the podcast.
No.
I'll teach you how to play bass.
I don't feel like dealing with Fallout Boy.
Pete Wentz.
I say that like it's just a known like inconvenience or like some big thing that it's like no.
Yeah, it's like the flu.
If I were interviewing Fallout Boy, I would not be nice. I'd be like, so what's the reason why you all sold out? Why you all sold out and became pop stars?
Yeah, you're interviewing Fallout Boy like it's an episode of fucking Hee Haw. So why'd y'all sell out?
Yeah, asking the real questions.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think it'd be really funny to just release Fallout Boy into a room with Tucker Carlson as an experiment. It's like Vault Tech from Fallout. Vault 139. We put Tucker Carlson in 3 different emo bands into one vault just to see what would happen. So you're trying to tell me we're going down, and per se an earlier round? I fucking hate Tucker Carlson's laugh, dude. Like, fucking, that's the worst thing about him. Worse than like his politics is his laugh.
What if we locked Fallout Boy in a room with Cal Dodd?
Okay. They wouldn't. There'd be nothing left behind but incisors and finger bones. Fucking, let's be real here. Fucking Tucker Carlson laughs like the hot girl at the bar that you don't want to fuck anymore because she laughs like somebody is like molesting a rubber chicken. Like, she sounds like fucking like when she sounds like if SpongeBob played the Joker, you don't want to fuck her anymore. Like, I remember I was like 21. I was at the castle.
Now, who laughs when they're fucking a rubber chicken? That doesn't even make sense.
The rubber chicken.
Oh, you're talking about the rubber chicken made that noise.
Yes.
I thought you were saying she's just going
No.
on the rubber chicken.
No. I mean, I don't know, dude. It'd be kind of hard not to laugh if you're fucking a rubber chicken because at that point you've gone full rubber room. But
Rubber roads take me home.
it's just fucking good God. No, but it's like I remember being like, I don't know, 21 at the castle. And I was talking to this chick. She was kind of into it. And I made a joke. And she went, oh! And I was like, oh no. One of my most shallow moments. But like, I'm a guy, I like to make my old lady laugh. So the last thing I wanted was to be with a woman who fucking, laughs like somebody having fucking rough anal with a bike horn.
Speaking of weird sounds coming out of people's mouth, what was it that you said to that woman at Comic-Con that she pointed at you and was like,
Oh yeah. again, she was walking by, and one of the people in her group was all like, I know it's, she was all like, she said some shit. She was all like, oh yeah, it's the left or some shit like that. And I was like, I voted for Bernie. I know the left. And she pointed at me and went,
Yeah, it was like Invasion of the fucking Body Snatchers.
yeah, it was fucking horrifying. All my hair started turning white since then, and my fingernails fell out last night. I keep seeing visions of the afterlife, and it scares me. Yeah, I think she was like an It Follows thing. I just wasn't supposed to hear her conversation. Yeah, that was fucking. And then we never saw her again. So I don't know. I might be cursed, fellas.
What if she's the one that left her kids there?
What if she's Donald? Oh yeah,
Donald H.
At Comic-Con, H stands for at Comic-Con. Fucking some dad just like abandoned his kid. And they kept coming over the intercoms, and they're all like, "Hello, dads of Comic-Con. We've got a 5-year-old boy here who's like crying." They just kept doing that. And they're all like, we've got a crying 5-year-old that really misses his dad. And they're like, last call on the child. We're like, what? They're like, this is the last chance to see your child again. Or whatever the fuck she said that was absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
This is your last chance before we sacrifice your child to the entity controlling
last call for any lost dads. Something like that.
Yeah. You know, I was like, oh, my time to sign up.
Yeah.
My dad's gone. What do I win? A mystery merch bundle like Donald H? Also known as 762003. We've now given them numbers. The ticket that we drew for Donald H, 762003, he's the winner. So we're actually going to invite him here to go through the rest of these tickets. And everyone who has a ticket will be given this number as a chest plate, and you'll all be forced to fight to the death, like Squid Game.
My idea.
Yeah, that idea was zapped into Brandon's head by Cal Dodd. He blew green smoke into Brandon's nostrils, and ever since then, Brandon's been acting oddly funny, and every time I hug him, I get a splinter. The first 5 contestants will be Sarah P, Donald H again, apparently.
Donald H has to fight to death.
He bought a bundle. So he got 2 tickets. It's his own doing. Unique H, no relation to Donald, I hope. And Will H, no relation to Donald, I hope. Why are there so many H's? What the fuck?
I find out they're all related.
Yeah, they're all living on a compound.
So those 5 people have to fight to death now.
Yep.
Is what you're saying.
And
okay.
the winner has to fight Donald H. So hopefully the winner is Donald H.
And then he just has to unalive himself.
Did you just say unalive himself?
Yeah.
Yes, kids, we're doing TikTok censorship on the Doxby fucking podcast now. I will only be here for 1 more season. Pamela W. Logan D. I forgot that we did last initial, so I read that and I was like, who the fuck named their kid Logan?
Logan!
Yeah, but nobody has to fight to the death. It's okay.
Donald H., you're the winner, buddy.
Donald H.
info@doxbyfilms.com. I think we're going to wrap up this episode. It's been going for a little while.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you soon at another convention soon. Hopefully. I don't want to say too much about that, but until things are set in stone. But Comic-Con was so fun. We just want to do another one. So thank you to everybody who came out, and thank you to everybody who showed your support and love at our booth, picked up some of our merch. You guys are amazing.
Fuck Gene Simmons.
A very special thank you to our Tier 3 Patreon supporters, Cody Hilsky, Brayton Walker, and Allyson Revalee.
And just a friendly reminder to everybody that we do have a Patreon. So if you'd like to support us that way, that's a good way to do it. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Again, that is Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Go there now, get exclusive benefits, and support our work. Thank you.